Mohbad's father is out once again. This time around, internet is on fire. It is no longer business as usual. In fact, what the man said, like I said earlier, this man has become clear-minded, eloquent. He has come to realize that people will turn against him like they did at the beginning, even though that happened due to misinformation and lack of the right information. But as it is right now, with so much happening on justice for Mohbad, people have been able to decipher, they've been able to unravel, they've been able to demystify mysteries to a point where questions are being asked, such as Mohbad's father, be truthful. Are you going to keep on holding on to that narrative, to that story that it was Mohbad's mother that called you, informing you about the demise of Mohbad? Or you already knew that Mohbad had died, RIP, long before that time? This brings us to the day Mohbad RIP, Monday, 11th, or is it 12 or 13, as we are made to believe. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a shocker. We are going to touch on a lot of things here. In fact, I want you to listen to Mohbad's father diligently. He's going to tell us about some things. You know, people are asking questions like, is it normal for a father who is not absent in the life of his son or daughter to now need to press and query his own son about property? Like, is it normal that you as a person, not because you have issues with your father, like a fight, you now bought a property, but you did not inform your own father about it? Your father had to kind of suggest that you should start investing in property, and then you say, Daddy, I have a land. Not just that alone. You'll be hearing deep details of certain things that Mohbad's father kept for a long time. Things that he felt at that time, he wasn't too sure if saying it will bring about some kind of issue. He doesn't know if it is going to dent the image of Mohbad. He doesn't know the consequences of it. He just felt like he needed to be careful. Now that they are saying that he's after his son's property, he's wearing his son's clothes, he quickly put his son under the soil, he's angry, he didn't forgive his son, he said his son didn't take care of him, oh, his son never gave him $500,000, but his son had gone to open shop and buy goods into the shop for his mom that has been absent in his life for over 10 years, blah, blah, blah. You know, maybe then he felt, if I talk, they will say, what kind of father is this? Don't forget that you can never ever know how to be good or know how to say the right thing when pressure or when eyes are pointed at, are looking at you, or fingers are pointing at you. They will want to bring you down. So now the man said, it is time to say, it is time to do the needful. Ladies and gentlemen, like and share, tap on the subscribe button. Let's get right into it.
Stepmother no care. My brothers are hungry. Daddy now gather money, make I go poly. I go poly, but I no go class, Daddy, I am sorry. Nígbà tó kọrin yẹn, torí nínú àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ tí mo kọ́ ni, ohun tó bá ṣe ẹ́ ni kó máa fi kọrin. Now, mo wá rí nídìí pé ọmọ stepmother ó kù bíi 12 days tó máa kú sà. Ọmọ stepmother ó dẹ̀ pè mí ní dáàdì wá o, that's the first day tí màá lọ kí ní ilé tí ó kú sí. Wá like ọmọ yẹn, ẹ má disturb ẹ o. Ó dẹ̀ mú mi lọ sí slot, ó lọ ra phone, iPhone, ó ní kí n fún ọmọ yẹn. Ó kó ṣe rí mọ́mì mi kó à ń lé tó jẹ́ bí ìyá fún mi, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni, òun ló tọ́ mi. Ó wá kí wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Jẹ́ ká dọ́dọ̀ Mohbad. Ó mọ́mì tó máa lọ ń kí nígbà yẹn nígbà tó sì kéré, wọ́n ti wà lára ń di o, bóyá oníkà máa bọ̀. Sà, ó mú mọ̀mọ́ yẹn lọ síbi tó ti máa ra nǹkan fún. Ó dẹ̀ ra nǹkan close to 300,000 sílẹ̀. Dáàdì ẹ̀ mú un tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́, mi ò lè mú anything, omi ń bọ́ lójú mi ni. kí dáàdì ẹ̀ mú ipe oorun tí ìyá yìí
láàrin bíi ọdún
gbogbo ẹbí
ló súnmọ́
alàgbà Joseph Aloba láàrin bíi ọdún bíi mélòó tí Ọlọ́run fi gbé ọwọ́ Mohbad sókè ǹjẹ́ ẹ lè sọ wípé mo jẹun ọmọ.
sà ṣe rí ẹni tó bá ní ìtẹ́lọ́rùn èmi gbà pé mo jẹun ọmọ torí ní àkókò yẹn tí n bá lọ dádì owó tó fún mi gbẹ̀yìn 20,000 ni ó lè kéré lójú ẹlòmíì ṣùgbọ́n mo jẹ́ ní tó ní ìtẹ́lọ́rùn tó bá ti ń rí mi báyìí wọ́n sọ pé dádì mi láì kẹ́ wọ bàtà yìí o dádì ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì báyìí ló yẹ kẹ́ wọ dádì kò yẹ kẹ́ fẹsẹ̀ rin o ó ní àwọn èrò rere ṣe rí nípa èrò rere àti ọ̀rọ̀ tó máa ń bá mi sọ mo ti ń wo ọ̀la mi ẹ̀yìn mi mà ti da o bí mi ò gba owó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mo ti ń rí ẹ̀yìn mi wípé ẹ̀yìn mi da ayọ̀ mi gangan nìyẹn bàtà tó bá wọ̀ akọ̀ pé dádì ó yá mo fẹ́ kẹ́ neat mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ṣe ayọ̀ mi gangan nìyẹn pé ẹ̀yìn mi ti da mo ti rí ọmọ fi ẹ̀yìn lẹ̀ fún gbogbo ohun tó bá ṣe fún mi mo bìlí pé ara ẹ̀ ló ṣe fún ok ilẹ̀ tí èyí tí a rí gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn àna olórí ibú nínú 2 acre and a plot that is 13 plot ó tún ṣe wàhálà míì sí ẹlẹ́pẹ̀.
kí ló dé tọmọ yẹn ra
àwọn ìyá ẹ̀ ló ń talẹ̀ ọ̀nà tí mò ń sọ pé ẹni ìjà ò bá pera ẹ̀ lọ́kùnrin àná burúkú ló ṣòro níjù.
baba Mohbad.
kápẹ́ńtà lèmi.
alàgbà Joseph.
àwa ń dì pẹ̀lú lẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá ní ìyá ìyàwó ẹ̀ òun ló mọ lẹ́ẹ̀rà òun ló mọ ibi tílẹ̀ tó dá wà.
ẹ jẹ́ àṣẹ báyìí ṣe rí kókó ọ̀rọ̀ la fẹ́ mú láàárọ̀ yìí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ ètò yìí ẹ má bínú ibi ayé.
ká máa pèrè sí kọ̀ sí ọjọ́ Monday lábẹ́ òrùlé mi.
ẹ wo ṣe kí lẹ̀yin rò wípé ó ṣe okùnfà ikú Mohbad.
n tí mo rò pé ó ṣe okùnfà ẹ̀ ni wípé àṣìfẹ́ ìyàwó number 1 kò gbádùn ara ẹ̀ títí ó fi kú ṣe èèyàn máa ń gbádùn pé mò ń lọlé ó lọlé ọkàn ò balẹ̀ ó lọlé wọ́n fi oògùn oorun sí Indomie fún ẹ ó sùn fọnfọnfọn ó tún déta ó fẹ́ lọ ṣe ṣó wọ́n tún nà wálé àwọn àlè ló ń nà àwọn àlè ló ń nà níta.
tó túmọ̀ sí wípé ọjọ́ tí Mohbad dolóògbé kí gangan ló ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ náà.
ọjọ́ tó dolóògbé òun náà ni mo ti ṣe lálàyé bó ṣe pè mí ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tí mo bá ń bẹ̀ ni mò ń kà fún yín.
ọ̀rọ̀ tí yóò já kí ṣé mo kó a mọ́ lápẹẹrẹ pé ó dẹ̀ ṣubú mi tó ti ń ṣeré ni o ẹnìkan kan fọwọ́ tì lórí ni o ṣé kò sí pàtó nǹkan kan tí wọ́n sọ.
ohun tí ìyàwó sọ fún mi rèé o kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n pe nọ́ọ̀sì ni o ìgbà tí wọ́n pe nọ́ọ̀sì abẹ́rẹ́ tí wọ́n fún ó rí àtìlára ìgbà wo ló ti sick.
kí ló ṣe tán fi pe nọ́ọ̀sì tẹ́lẹ̀.
kí ló dé tán fi pe nọ́ọ̀sì ẹ ó lọ sí show ni o ó ní ó jà ni o nǹkan kan wọ́n fi ó gbá kínní lẹ́sẹ̀ ní ìgò ya lọ́wọ́ láti ìgbà wo láti jẹta wọ́n gan the next thing ẹ máa gbé lọ sékìtì o ẹ lọ ro ni o.
kán lọ ro.
ẹ gbọ́ láti ẹ̀ ti sọ orú èdè yẹn jáde.
ta ló ní kán lọ rókù ẹ.
ó ní kí n lọ rókù Mohbad.
ṣé ìyàwó ẹ ló sọ yẹn.
ìyàwó ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
èèyà so ó ti kú báyìí ó ti di tín.
àbí
ìgbà tí ò tí
kú ẹbí wọn ló ní.
ẹ jẹ́ àṣẹ báyìí ẹ má wulẹ̀ jẹ́ àdéhùn àpẹnu tó bá di alẹ́ ọjọ́ Monday lórí ètò lábẹ́rù lèmi àtú pẹ́rẹ́pẹ́rẹ́ ẹ já padà sọ́dọ̀ ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ẹ̀yin tẹ́.
ìgbà tó di pé ìyàwó lóyún still náà ó ṣe ń jáde 3 days yẹn náà a lọ sótẹ́ẹ̀lì a lọ sùn ó dẹ̀ gba arú nǹkan báyìí dáàdi ẹ ní sùúrù dáàdi mo mọ ohun tí mò ń ṣe so àkíyèsí mi nígbà yẹn ni wípé ìyàwó kúrò lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ó pe ìyá ẹ̀ kì í ṣe pọ́dọ̀ ìyá ẹ̀ ló lọ òun relé kò délé a wá pa fóònù ẹ̀ ìgbà tó bá wù ló máa ṣí so a dẹ̀ tún wọlé ṣé mi pé o ò gbé pẹ̀lú wọn bet ìgbà tán bá pè mí èyí tán bá fẹ́ kí n gbọ́ náà náà máa pè mí sí wọ́n tún lè ṣe mistake ńgbà míì kán ti sáré pè mí ìgbà tán máa fi débẹ̀ wọ́n lè ní wọ́n ti settle ẹ̀ kíní ti ń kọjá agbára mi mi ì lè sọ iye ìgbà tí mo lọ parí ìjà ṣùgbọ́n ìgbà tán wọ́n á relocate wọ́n á rí pé ṣé kìí ṣe pé ọmọ yìí ò gbọ́ràn even omi àdúrà tí mo lọ ṣe fún ìjọ tí mo gbómi àdúrà yẹn fún mo ní kó lò lójú mi ó dẹ̀ lò ṣùgbọ́n gbà tó máa di bíi ìjọ kẹta ìyàwó ti pé ìyá tiẹ̀ àwọn sọ pé wọ́n rí mi nínú ẹgbẹ́ méje nínú agbára méje mo wà so omi yẹn àti tí mo ṣe yẹn wọn ò jẹ́ ó lò ibi kẹ́ẹ̀gì yẹn mo padà fi ń ra petrol.
ó ṣáájú àkókò yìí pé ẹ̀yin lẹ tó àwọn ọmọ yìí ìtumọ̀ rẹ̀ ni pé ọ̀dọ̀ àkàtà yìí ni wọ́n ń gbé ìyá wọn ni ò sí ń bẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn. ìgbà wo lẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kíyèsí pé ìrìn Mohbad o àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ o àbí nǹkan kan bóyá ó tiẹ̀ fi lọ̀ yín tí ẹ ti ń pe àkíyèsí àbí gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá pé má tọ́ báyìí o àwọn ènìyàn ó dàbí pé báyìí o àbí nǹkan kan báyìí àkókò wo ni irú ẹ̀ ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ torí n tí àgbàlagbà máa jókòó tó máa rí bọ́mọdé gun orí igi òrókò tó tún fi electric pole kún ó lè má rí. àwọn ìgbà wo lẹ ti ń pe àwọn àkíyèsí tẹ́ ẹ ti ń rí àwọn àpẹẹrẹ pé iwájú yìí irin tó ń rìn yìí àbí àwọn èèyàn tó wà tó rọgbà yẹ ká yìí ǹjẹ́ irú ẹ ti rí àwọn àpẹẹrẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ ti pe àkíyèsí ẹ̀ sí rí ìhà wo lòun sì kọ̀ sí.
mo ti rí àwọn àpẹẹrẹ yẹn àkókò tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí àwọn àpẹẹrẹ yẹn
ni kí bàbá ọmọ béèrè ńbo lágbájá kọ́lé sí ńbo lágbájá ralẹ̀ sí tí kì í ṣe lójú ayé ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tó jẹ́ lẹ́yìn rẹ̀ ǹjẹ́ ẹ lè sọ pàtó gbogbo àwọn tọmọ yín ní wẹ́nà ó lò ní nǹkan báyìí torí ẹ̀ ń bá ti lọ́mọ láyé bí wọn ò dùn gbogbo nǹkan torí nǹkan wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ dùn nǹkan torí ọmọ tó fi ayé lọ.
ní àkókò tí mo wà yìí èmi ò tiẹ̀ fẹ́ mọ̀ kankan nípa yín lákòókò tí mo wà yìí kí ló pa Mohbad ọmọ tó wà lọ́wọ́ ṣé tiwa ni ìbéèrè méjì yẹn mo bi Nàìjíríà ṣe tí wọ́n ti dá mi lóhùn méjì yẹn.
tó fi yòókù lẹ̀ ẹ̀yin fẹ́ mọ in tó ṣokùnfà ikú Mohbad.
ṣàwọlá lọ mọ.
sọ ẹ kọ́ má di wípé a lọ mọ wo tí ìṣe tí a lè wá.
tí mo ń ṣe ń sìn ó níyì báyìí o lẹ́yìn ọdún mẹ́wàá kí n padà wá sí rédíò yìí kẹ́ni kí ni mo wá ṣe kẹ́ paternity ọmọ yẹn mo wá béèrè bí ẹni torí òpè ni.
ẹ já padà sórí ìbéèrè tó wà níbi alàgbà Michael láti GRA àti béèrè ìbéèrè yín adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé wọ́n ti dáhùn ẹ̀ ta ló pa Mohbad ta ló yẹ kí ọlọ́pàá ó fi páńpẹ́ òfin mú nípa ikú Mohbad àtàlẹ́ni tó fi àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ ilé ìránṣẹ́ síbi òun ò forúkọ wọn síbẹ̀ o wọ́n ní nǹkan tó le jù láyé ni kí mọ̀jèsín tójú òbí rọ̀run Ọlọ́run á bá mi rọ bàbá Mohbad lójú obìnrin tó bá ń yàlè bí òpọkọ ó máa
ṣe bákan fún ayé ọkùnrin.
àyàn alékèdè òsì ẹni wọ́n ní gbogbo àwa ọkùnrin Ọlọ́run kò ní jẹ́ kí a sì ìyàwó fẹ́ ẹni ọkùnrin tó bá ti sì ìyàwó fẹ́ àánú Ọlọ́run ló kù. eléyìí ní my name is Olamide from Ijesha-Tedo Omilani, please we want proper investigation because Mohbad was living in the lion den especially with his co-workers. Money Olamide from Surulere, Lagos. His wife and Sam Larry and others needs to be. Me collect it, but you could tell so. Only good morning, VOP. My name is Ayo from Mushin. Mohbad wife is from which state? Oh, good morning, my brothers. May Almighty Allah bless you for bringing Baba Mohbad here. Please, I want to ask him if he is the one that gave birth to Adura. Adura has more to say. He should call him as father and son to confide in him. The wife is not a good mother. God will give you justice for son. Take earth, Baba. Ọmọ yín.
Jẹ́ n fi eléyìí kún èèyàn kan Rasheed Rufai lórí YouTube wọ́n ní what is the outcome of autopsy report.
ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílé ẹjọ́ ni wọ́n ti jà lọ́bẹ̀.
Welcome back. Let us look at it this way. Mohbad's father, he has been aware, and this should be a lesson, like I've always said countless times. This should be a lesson to every one of us. Mohbad's father is so much aware of the toxicity in the so-called relationship slash marriage of his son and Cynthia. I think the man must have tried as much as possible to separate both of them, although he did not say it directly to Mohbad like, hey, look, the choice of girlfriend or the choice of woman, your choice is not the right one. And the man, I don't know, maybe he did not put this Cynthia into prayer. But According to a lady who is privy to a lot of things that happened, we've played our audio recording on this platform, and she has spoken to, she has made it clear. She has spoken to a lot of people not so long ago. She said when Mohbad had the NDLEA thing, they had called on a prayer consultant or spiritualist or prophet or seer, and that one said, this thing that you people are doing, don't joke. If you continue, Mohbad will RIP, or this girl will something will happen. It's better you guys just split both of them together. They are not meant to be together. They are not to be together. At that time, at that point, I'm wondering what steps Mohbad's father took. And I know it's difficult if we all connected together and look back, and maybe it could be happening in your life now. Look back to that relationship. Let's connect it that way. That your parents never wanted you to be in. That girl, that guy that they said is not good for you, that you should not in any way be a friend to or be in a relationship with. What did you do about it? What did you do about that person? Did you continue to date that person? Did you end up with that person? What really happened? That's exactly what this is all about. But maybe Mohbad's father, because he said what he said, well, since that's what my son wanted, I did not want to be against it. So I had kept quiet about it, and I kept on acting and pretending like everything is fine. And, like, since that's what my son wants, and if that man is to go back now, I think he would have taken bolder steps. Because he said the behavior of Cynthia wasn't encouraging. It was so diabolic, and her attitude is not something that you want to embrace in any way. That Cynthia will go out of the house and stay off, switch off her phone, come back after some days. And you still want your son to be with that person. It's not as if you guys, it's not like you guys now have a child that you are now thinking for the sake of that child. So why would that relationship continue? Like, was it Cynthia that was funding Mohbad? Like, I don't really get this thing. It's like, it's so tiring. It's so, it makes you weak when you think about it. Like, how is it that this man did not stand firm and strong and say, I will not tolerate this. I don't want this one in your life. This girl is counterproductive. It's not like family members being against someone because he's poor or he's from a tribe that they don't like. No, we are talking about visible behaviors that are not right. What about the one that Mohbad had accused Cynthia of putting hard substance in his bag, walking alongside some Naira, Sam Larry, blah, 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 all of that. These things are serious. These things are very serious. So this man said, well, he did his best the way he could. Maybe he had told Mohbad, but I don't know, because he's not saying, I told Mohbad, this girl is not the right person for you. And all of that. He said, Mohbad said, I know what I'm doing. What is he doing? You might want to ask. I know what I'm doing. This is not the right girl for you. This is not the right person for you. And now the man has concluded. He said, one of the things that took the life of my son is the bad girl that he got with, and also the family of the lady. That Mohbad didn't enjoy his life, and that the people sleeping with Cynthia, they are the ones beating Mohbad up and down. That they are the ones beating him up and down, from show to show, from house to house. The thing is this. I watched the video, and we all can attest to it. I watched the video, and in that video, Mohbad was beating black and blue. He was screaming and shouting, acting out of control. Now, there was a time too they said that Mohbad was acting crazy, even when nothing physically is happening to him. Let us be sincere. This lady Dominica said, after the NDLA thing, that there was a time Mohbad just stepped outside of the house, started making videos, started screaming, and no one was chasing him. Nothing happened. He just became psychotic. Not psychotic, it became like he was dealing with some mental crisis, or he just used it as an opportunity to make that video. The question people have asked is this: why didn't this gentleman or his parents push them apart? So in that video, if we had to go by that video where Mohbad was just acting that way, the way he was acting, and then he said something, Cynthia is with them. Oh my God, I don't know who to trust anymore. I'm in this estate. Oh my God, Cynthia is with them. I'm wondering, and I cannot even understand. With all of this, how did they allow Mohbad to still be in a relationship? Now, the man has made it clear. He said there are certain things they will hide from me, and the ones that they will even call me in, before I get there, they will say they've settled it. He said he cannot even number the times that they had gone to settle fight. If that is it, why don't you split this relationship apart? His own approach is to get Cynthia's mother or parent into the equation. And it didn't work. According to him, it did not work. And we've been told that Cynthia's mother and father are both family members. They are cousins. Can you imagine? What a taboo. Yoruba people don't marry each other. Maybe if you go to some other countries like Mali, there are maybe tribes there. You go to Gambia and some of these countries that are big in Islam. You know, Islam permits certain kind of, taboo. They permit some kind of things like that. So those parts, and maybe some part of the north of Nigeria, they allow first cousins, second cousins, relative to marry each other. But it's a taboo where, so the offspring is Cynthia. Look at what Cynthia has become. What a pity.